I like 5v5, but it's the only downside to 5v5 is that games
100%.
are just going to feel more volatile, and there's nothing that you can do about it. I don't think enough people understand why things feel so much more tenuous in Overwatch 2. Like there's so much more stomps either direction. It's because when you make things 5v5, having one person's bad day or one person's good day has so much more of an impact. So over the course of 1,000 games, the win-losses aren't going to be impacted, but there are going to be a lot more volatile games in either direction. And if you're not aware of that, then you're going to contribute to the problem because you're going to be one of those volatile people tilted over the curb stomp of the previous game, and you're going to make the next game a curb stomp because you're right? And there's the irony right there. So I think, let's put it this way. If there was 1,000 versus 1,000, we're talking about like a massive multi-online role-playing game, PvP Overwatch 2 fight, okay?
Yeah.
Assuming that everything was the same and there wasn't like some massive compositional gap or, you know, massive terrain gap, things would feel fairly close. At least it'd be hard to like notice, at least early on. One person's bad game wouldn't really notice. But if it's a 1v1, you could sleep on the wrong side of the bed and you're cooked.
Yeah.
It's one shot and you're cooked. And then you expand that to 5v5. I mean, 5v5 is a significant reduction from 6v6. A significant reduction. And it's also a significant reduction in the tank role, which was kind of the more vanilla, slow pace control role. So you're going to notice more stops in either. So you talk about the quality of the game. You have to understand that it doesn't matter if the matchmaking was perfect. The quality of 5v5 is going to be more tenuous. And I like 5v5, but it's the only downside to 5v5 is that games
100%.
are just going to feel more volatile, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
And it is funny because I've literally been arguing with people in Discords over this when people are like, the matchmaker it's like the matchmaker sucks. I'm like, the reason the games feel crazy is because all it takes is one person to have like something going on, and then it's gonna be one-sided, and it's like you just kind of gotta be stoic about that. I think.
Yeah, 100%. And the impact is gonna be more than 6v6. That's just how it is.
Absolutely.
So for you, it's just like going into every game and going like, okay, I know it might be going either way, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that it's more fun to have competitive games, of course, but also go into it with the mindset like I'm just going to enjoy playing the role and performing at my best regardless of what happens, because it doesn't matter if you lose every single fight. You can still hit some shots, you can still pop off, you can still be thinking about my positioning and my off angling, and you know what, beating up on people is occasionally fun too, in a guilty pleasure sort of way. So you're going to be benefiting from it just as much as that you're getting victimized by it as well. So go into it as good of a mindset as you possibly can and just let it go.